Namaskar. The Hindu system of worship is extremely unique. We worship the earth, the skies, we worship the water, the fire, the wind, the leaves, the trees, the flowers, the animals. We worship the seen, the unseen. We worship deities in the form of objects. We worship the mind, we worship the intellect. Every form of life is worshipped, and even if an object is lifeless, it becomes alive through worship. We worship the Shiva Lingam. Prior to our worship, it was just a stone, a lifeless object. But through the process of pran pratishta, devotion, prayers, and energies, it becomes alive and it stays alive. It becomes a generator of energy, and one that really energizes your environment and keep your home, your temple, and your environment alive. Similarly, we pray to the planets. Each one of us are affected by the environment we live in. Just like you stand beside an object that is moving, that is generating energies, and you will feel the energy coming off of that object. Maybe a car whose engine is running, you will feel the heat, you will be affected or impacted by the smoke coming out of it. Similarly, as we live this life, we are affected by the energies given off from the earth and those planets that are surrounding us. Innocently we are living and we are facing the consequences of those energies. What do we do in the process? When it rains, we take an umbrella. When the sun is hot, we wear sunscreen. When the heat is too much, we put on the air conditioning. We try to find ways to defeat the things that are working against us. In the Hindu system of worship, our prayers are dedicated to the Devis and the Devatas, and to the Grahas as well. The closest, most common name we can come up for the Grahas is the planets. We offer our namaskar, our gratitude, our pranams, our thanks to the planets. Each and every one of us are carrying a piece of the planet inside of us. And that is why today I would like to talk to you a little bit about Navagraha Puja. Navagraha Puja is showing appreciation for the environment we live in, and more so for the earth that we live on and the surrounding energies. When I say each of us are carrying a piece of this planet in us, I mean that from the earth everything has come. Every single thing that we think about has come from this earth. The food, the machinery, the house, everything has come from the earth. Therefore, some gratitude is given to the earth and the surrounding planets for the time we spend here. In the prayer system, we congregate, we offer prayers to the Grahas, seeking their blessings. What that does, Navagraha Puja, it awakens our consciousness of the universe. It awakens our consciousness, telling us that through the energies we get from mantras, Ved mantras, Puranic mantras, we become more conscious of the environment we live in. They have healing powers and healing energies, but their worship or their gratitude to them is not done for the purpose of healing alone. You see, many have the understanding that Navagraha Puja is done only when one becomes ill. That is not so. Or when one only is facing disasters. That is far from the truth. To be granted a healthy life and a happy life, one needs to eat healthy. One needs to drink proper fluids. And most importantly, our emotional well-being has to be at the highest state. When all of that is put together, then health and bliss and peace is manifested in our life. Similarly, in living, we do not only do prayers when we are ill. Prayers must be done on a daily basis. Extension of gratitude, giving thanks, showing appreciation, must be done on a regular basis to prevent trials and tribulations from coming. Sometimes we have the thinking that Navagraha is about giving the gods some sort of particular clothing, some color of grains, some metals, some oils, and our sicknesses will go away. That is not even practical. Because if that was so, then we would have lived a carefree life, thinking that when the day comes that we're sick or ill, we're going to give the grass some clothing, some grains, and some oils, and we're going to be fine. So that is very impractical and it's illogical. It makes God cheap. It makes God someone who we can bribe. It makes God someone who longs for a little bit of mustard oil. And that is not who God is. That is not what energy is about. Navagraha Puja is bowing down to the greatest forces of the world. To understand how this earth sustains itself. You throw a seed into the earth, it gives you a tree. From the earth, the gold comes, the diamonds, the pearls. The earth is made high, it holds the oceans of the world. So powerful it is and unique it is. The planets, the sun, the moon, all of them, they have great purposes. Puja is an appreciation given to all of them. You see what happens? When we open the consciousness after prayers, then we go out in the world and then we express gratitude to the universe. How do we do that? We care for the planet. This concept of green today has existed long before the modern times. Hindu Dharma has practiced green approach and greenery long before today. We eat in leaves. We pray with petals. We use branches as our trees and then sometimes we use mud to build our homes. That practice and that aspect of greenery existed long before today. Now the West is actually discovering what green is. We have always shown appreciation to the planets. Why pray in your home and your temple in Navagraha Puja? But then we go outside and we start to keep the world in an extremely filthy state. Do not ever do that. It, of course, defeats the purpose of prayers. No matter what prayers you do, and grains you offer, and oils are offered, if we go out there and we do not behave responsible, then what happens? We're defeating the purpose of prayers. You see, whatever we give off to the universe gives it right back to us. If we give care and compassion to the universe, then that is what it gives right back to us. Navagraha Puja is an appreciation to the energies that surround us. The more we are conscious about our environment, the more we grow as a human being. Emotionally, physically, we grow and we become stronger. When we pray to the Devas, when we pray to Brahma, to Vishnu, Mahesh, Lakshmi, Durga, and we do Deva Puja, we pray with the intent to become one with the Devas. We pray with an intent to become one with the Creator. When we do Navagraha Puja, we pray to become one with creation. And only when we become one with creation, then we can appreciate what creation has to offer for us. Be kind to yourself, to those around you, and very importantly, always be kind to the universe that you live in. God bless all.